What made Patton great was his clarity and his empowerment. World War II, a guy named George Patton gets given command of an army in North Africa because the guy before him sucked. He was well regarded. He was an instructor at West Point before the war. He was personal friends with Eisenhower. And when they had one of their biggest battles against Rommel, he crumbled. He literally fell apart. The notes from officers who worked under him literally called him an asshole and a coward. And Eisenhower just could not let him be in control. And Patton was this rising star. He's like, you get it. So take it and run with it. What made Patton great was not his strategic thinking and all the other stuff. What made Patton great, because he literally was fighting against, and side note, my grandfather was in that army. So I have stories from him of being in that world. What made them great was not that they were the best trained soldiers. They weren't. My grandfather has stories. I could tell you facts that they were not the best trained. They were fighting the most trained army. The Wehrmacht, the Germans were so good, professionals. What made them great was their ability to execute strategy. They would hit forward progress and then very quickly bring fuel, water, medicine, ammunition, all that stuff forward and support who was there. Okay, what are we doing next? I don't know yet. We're figuring it out. The Germans were blown away how quickly these farmers, mechanics, bus drivers, teachers were beating their professional soldiers simply because they were being empowered as they went. So what made Patton great was his clarity and his empowerment. He did both so well. And he kept his troops, his army moving so fast. And they were so good at doing that. We took out the world's best military with a bunch of amateurs, poorly trained ones at best. I think of how many companies, you don't need superstars. You need to create superstars. And most leaders don't have the skills we're talking about. They were never trained on them to begin with. Your MBA program does not teach this stuff. It teaches you math and finance and theory. And every every human, especially somebody who works for a paycheck, deserves to live in a healthy environment.